Right now, 99% of seniors are being misled without even realizing it. In supermarkets today, there are more than 65 different types of yogurt, all marketed with words like healthy, natural, or good for digestion. But only a very small number of them are actually beneficial for the body. The rest are often ultra-processed and loaded with added sugars, artificial flavors, stabilizers, and preservatives that may gradually harm gut health instead of improving it. This is part of a massive industry worth trillions, where the real focus is not necessarily your health, but rather creating products that taste appealing, look attractive, and stay fresh on shelves for a long time. Many of these so-called healthy options are carefully engineered to increase sales and repeat purchases, even if their nutritional value is questionable. Do you really think the priority is your gut health, or simply making sure you keep buying what feels and tastes good? Over the years, I've consistently observed how easily people can be convinced by labels and marketing claims, even when the actual ingredients tell a completely different story. Seniors eating yogurt every single morning thinking they're protecting their bones, helping digestion, doing everything right. And then they show up with constant bloating, weak immunity, unexplained fatigue. Something doesn't add up. Here's what no one tells you. After 65, your gut becomes more fragile. The balance of bacteria shifts, and the wrong yogurt doesn't just not help, it feeds the bad bacteria. Right now, there are yogurts packed with sugar, artificial fillers, and dead probiotics that do nothing inside your body. Nothing. You're not feeding your gut, you're irritating it daily. And this is where it gets ugly because the labels lie. Low fat, healthy fruit, it looks clean, it feels safe. But inside your body, it's doing the exact opposite of what you think. In this video, we will reveal 4 of the worst yogurts you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily if you actually want to protect your gut and your strength. Ranked from least to most important, and the #1 yogurt is something almost no one buys, yet it can completely change how your gut works. You'll find the references in the description if you want to look deeper. But before we dive in, here's a quick question. Where are you watching from? I read and replied to every single comment, so tell me honestly. Now let's begin with the worst yogurt #4, and this one alone could be damaging your gut every single day without you realizing it. #4, fat-free flavored yogurt. This is the one that fools almost everybody, and it has been fooling seniors for decades now. Fat-free flavored yogurt sits on the shelf with bright packaging that screams healthy, and most people over 65 grab it without a second thought. But here is what is actually happening inside that little cup. When manufacturers remove the fat from yogurt, they have a massive problem. It tastes terrible. Fat is what gives yogurt its creamy, satisfying texture and rich flavor. So to fix that, they dump in sugar. We are talking anywhere from 15 to 28 g of added sugar per single serving. To put that in perspective, that is nearly as much sugar as a full-size Snickers bar. A 2022 study published in the journal Nutrients analyzed over 900 commercial yogurt products and found that fat-free flavored varieties contained on average 72% more sugar than their full-fat counterparts. Now here is why this matters so much after age 65. Your body's ability to regulate blood sugar declines significantly as you age. Your cells become more insulin resistant, meaning that sugar hits your bloodstream harder and stays there longer. Research from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society showed that seniors consuming high-sugar dairy products had a 31% higher rate of developing metabolic syndrome compared to those who avoided them. Metabolic syndrome is that dangerous combination of high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and excess belly fat that dramatically increases your risk of heart disease and stroke. The fat they removed was actually beneficial. Dairy fat contains conjugated linoleic acid, which research has shown helps reduce body fat and improve insulin sensitivity. So you are literally losing something protective and gaining something harmful. If you have been buying fat-free flavored yogurt, thinking it is the smart choice, the science says the complete opposite. It is one of the worst daily habits you can have after 65. Now, the next yogurt on this list is something you will find in almost every grocery store, and it is even more deceptive. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 3, yogurt drinks with added probiotics. These are the small bottles and drinkable yogurts that line entire refrigerator sections with labels promising digestive health, immune support, and billions of live probiotics. Brands spend millions convincing seniors that drinking one of these every morning will transform their gut health and keep them strong. But the science reveals a very uncomfortable truth. A 2023 study from the University of Copenhagen published in Nature Microbiology tested 12 of the most popular probiotic yogurt drinks and found that in 8 of them, the probiotic strains did not survive stomach acid in sufficient quantities to colonize the gut at all. That means the main selling point is essentially worthless for most of these products. But the damage they do cause is very real. These drinks contain anywhere from 15 to 25 g of added sugar per tiny bottle. Because they are liquid, that sugar absorbs into your bloodstream even faster than sugar from solid yogurt. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that liquid sugar consumption raised triglyceride levels in adults over 60 by 18% within 4 weeks. Elevated triglycerides are one of the strongest predictors of heart attack and stroke in older populations. A separate study in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that seniors who consumed sweetened probiotic drinks daily for 6 months showed no measurable improvement in gut microbiome diversity compared to a control group, but did show significant increases in fasting blood glucose levels. So you are paying premium prices for a product that delivers virtually none of the promised probiotic benefits, while simultaneously driving up your blood sugar and your heart disease risk. The marketing is brilliant, but the science does not support it at all for anyone over 65. The next worst yogurt is one that many people consider a healthy breakfast staple, and the problem starts before you even open the container. Number 2, fruit on the bottom yogurt. This one breaks my heart a little because it seems so wholesome and natural. You see real fruit sitting right there at the bottom of the cup, and you think you are getting dairy and fruit in one convenient, healthy package. But that fruit is not what you think it is. The fruit on the bottom of these yogurts is almost always cooked in heavy sugar syrup. It has been processed, heated, and stripped of most of its original fiber and vitamin content. A 2021 analysis published in Food Chemistry found that fruit preparations used in commercial yogurts retained only 12 to 25% of the original vitamin C content and virtually none of the natural fiber. Fiber is crucial because it slows down sugar absorption in your gut. Without it, that fruit syrup hits your bloodstream almost as fast as pure table sugar. A single serving of fruit on the bottom yogurt can contain 22 to 30 grams of total sugar. Researchers at the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that seniors who consumed high-sugar dairy with low fiber had a 24% greater risk of developing cardiovascular complications over a 5-year period compared to those who ate whole fruit separately alongside plain yogurt. There is another hidden danger here that most people never consider. When you stir that fruit up from the bottom, the distribution is uneven. You end up eating mostly sweetened syrup in the first few bites, causing a rapid glucose spike. For seniors managing blood sugar, this spike and crash pattern leads to fatigue, brain fog, and increased hunger within 2 hours. A study in diabetes care found that post-meal glucose spikes in adults over 65 were 40% higher when consuming processed fruit preparations compared to equivalent amounts of fresh whole fruit. The fix is simple. Buy plain yogurt and add your own fresh berries. You keep the fiber, the vitamins, and the antioxidants without the sugar bomb hiding at the bottom of the cup. Now, The number one worst yogurt might genuinely surprise you because it is one of the most popular options in the entire dairy aisle. Number one, low-fat flavored Greek yogurt. Yes, you heard that right. Not all Greek yogurt is good for you, and the low-fat flavored versions that dominate store shelves are arguably the most dangerous yogurt for seniors because people eat them every single day, believing they are making the healthiest possible choice. Greek yogurt earned its incredible reputation because of the traditional full-fat plain version, which is genuinely excellent. But the food industry saw that reputation and exploited it ruthlessly. Low-fat flavored Greek yogurt goes through the same destructive process as other fat-free products. They strip out the beneficial dairy fat and then compensate with sugar, artificial flavors, and thickeners like modified cornstarch to fake the creamy texture. A 2022 analysis published in the Journal of Food Science found that leading low-fat flavored Greek yogurt brands contain between 16 and 24 g of added sugar per serving, which is almost identical to many candy bars. But here is what makes this one uniquely dangerous for seniors. Because it carries the Greek yogurt label, people eat it with complete confidence and zero guilt. They eat it daily, sometimes twice daily, accumulating massive amounts of hidden sugar week after week. A 2023 longitudinal study in diabetes care followed 4,200 adults over 60 and found that those who consumed low-fat yogurt daily had a 26% higher incidence of insulin resistance compared to those eating plain full-fat versions. The modified starches and thickeners added to mimic creaminess also cause digestive issues. Research in the journal Gut Microbes found that these additives disrupted the gut mucosal barrier in older adults, increasing intestinal permeability by 21% over 3 months. The Greek yogurt label gives people false confidence, and that false confidence is what makes this the most dangerous yogurt on this entire list for anyone over 65. So now you know which yogurts are quietly working against you, but the story does not end there. Because the right yogurts chosen carefully and eaten consistently can genuinely protect your bones, calm inflammation, strengthen your gut, and even sharpen your mind after 65. Let us go through the 4 best ones you should be eating every single day. Number 4, full-fat plain goat milk yogurt. Goat milk yogurt is one of the most underrated and overlooked health foods for seniors, and the science behind it is incredibly compelling. The protein structure in goat milk is fundamentally different from cow milk. Goat milk contains predominantly A2 beta-casein protein, while most conventional cow milk yogurt contains A1 beta-casein. A 2021 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that A2 protein was digested 34% more efficiently in adults over 60 compared to A1 protein, producing significantly less gastrointestinal inflammation and bloating. This is why many seniors who think they are lactose intolerant actually tolerate goat milk yogurt perfectly well. The fat globules in goat milk are also naturally smaller, roughly 1/5 the size of cow milk fat globules. Research in the Journal of Dairy Science confirmed that these smaller globules are broken down and absorbed more readily in the aging digestive system, meaning you actually extract more nutrients from every spoonful. A study from the University of Granada, published in the journal Pharmacological Research, found that regular goat milk consumption increased the absorption of iron by 26% and calcium by 18% compared to cow milk in older adults. For seniors battling anemia or osteoporosis, those numbers are genuinely significant. Goat milk yogurt also contains higher concentrations of medium-chain fatty acids, which your body converts into energy more quickly rather than storing as fat. The best way to eat it is plain and full fat. 1 cup in the morning, add a handful of raw walnuts and a few fresh raspberries. The walnuts provide omega-3 fatty acids that work synergistically with the anti-inflammatory compounds already present in goat milk. Within 3 weeks of daily consumption, many seniors report noticeably less bloating and more consistent energy throughout the entire day. This next yogurt takes the benefits even further and delivers something your aging body desperately craves more of. Number 3, traditional Bulgarian yogurt. Bulgarian yogurt has been consumed in Eastern Europe for centuries, and modern science is finally explaining why Bulgarian populations have historically shown exceptional longevity and digestive health well into old age. What makes Bulgarian yogurt unique is a specific bacterial strain called Lactobacillus bulgaricus, which is found nowhere else in nature, same concentration. A 2022 study published in Frontiers in Microbiology found that this strain produces significantly higher amounts of lactic acid during fermentation compared to standard yogurt cultures, and that lactic acid directly strengthens the intestinal barrier in older adults. The same study showed that seniors consuming Bulgarian yogurt daily for 10 weeks experienced a 31% reduction in harmful gut bacteria populations, particularly species linked to chronic inflammation and cognitive decline. Another remarkable finding came from research published in the journal Beneficial Microbes, which demonstrated that Lactobacillus bulgaricus increased the production of short-chain fatty acids in the colon by 28%. These short-chain fatty acids are essential fuel for the cells lining your intestines, and they play a critical role in preventing colorectal issues that become increasingly common after 65. Bulgarian yogurt also has a naturally thick, creamy texture without any added thickeners or modified starches, because the fermentation process itself creates that consistency. A study in the Journal of Nutritional Science found that the bioavailable calcium in traditionally fermented Bulgarian yogurt was absorbed 22% more efficiently than calcium from standard commercial yogurt in adults over 60. You can find authentic Bulgarian yogurt at many specialty grocery stores, and some mainstream stores now carry it as well. Look for brands that specifically list Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus as the only cultures. Eat 1 cup daily, plain and unsweetened. Stir in a tablespoon of ground flaxseed and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil for additional anti-inflammatory benefits that amplify the gut healing effects considerably. The next best yogurt on this list is one you probably already know about, but most people are eating the wrong version entirely. Number 2, full-fat plain Greek yogurt. Now, before you get confused, remember that the worst list included low-fat flavored Greek yogurt. This is the opposite end of the spectrum. Full-fat, plain Greek yogurt with no added sugar, no flavoring, and no thickeners is one of the most powerful foods any senior can eat daily. The straining process that defines Greek yogurt removes the liquid whey, concentrating the protein to roughly 15 to 20 gron per serving, compared to about 8 gron in regular yogurt. A 2021 clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors consuming 20 gron of dairy protein at breakfast maintained 19% more lean muscle mass over a 12-month period compared to those eating lower protein breakfasts. After age 65, you lose muscle at an accelerating rate through sarcopenia, and that muscle loss is directly linked to falls, fractures, loss of independence, and earlier mortality. Protein is your single most important weapon against that decline. Full-fat plain Greek yogurt also delivers conjugated linoleic acid in meaningful amounts. A meta-analysis in the journal Lipids found that CLA reduced body fat percentage by an average of 3.2% over 12 weeks, while preserving lean tissue in older populations. The full fat content also dramatically improves your absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, including D and K2, both of which are essential for bone density and cardiovascular health after 65. A study in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that seniors consuming full-fat fermented dairy had 4.6% greater bone mineral density at the hip than those consuming low-fat dairy products. The best approach for supporting overall health is to begin each morning with a carefully balanced bowl of 1 cup of full-fat plain Greek yogurt. This simple base becomes far more powerful when you enhance it with a small handful of almonds and a portion of fresh blueberries, creating a nutrient-dense combination that works on multiple systems in the body at once. The almonds contribute a rich supply of vitamin E and magnesium, both of which play essential roles in supporting cellular function, muscle performance, and nerve health. At the same time, blueberries bring in powerful plant compounds known as anthocyanins. These natural antioxidants have been widely studied for their protective effects on the brain. In fact, a 2023 study published in the Journals of Gerontology observed that anthocyanin-rich foods were associated with a 16% improvement in memory recall among adults over 65 over a period of 6 months. Together, these ingredients form a synergy that supports cognitive sharpness, physical strength, and long-term vitality. When combined, this yogurt bowl becomes more than just a meal. It turns into a daily nutritional strategy designed to protect muscles, strengthen bones, and support brain health simultaneously. Each ingredient contributes a different layer of protection, making this an easy yet highly effective habit for aging well. Moving to the most powerful version of yogurt for older adults, the #1 recommendation highlighted in clinical discussions is homemade 24-hour fermented yogurt. This particular type of yogurt stands apart from anything commonly available in stores and is considered by many researchers to have significantly enhanced health potential. The key difference lies in fermentation time. Most commercial yogurts are fermented for only about 4 to 6 hours. This is enough to thicken the milk and develop a mild tangy flavor, but it does not allow the full development of beneficial microbial activity. In contrast, extending the fermentation process to a full 24 hours completely transforms the final product. During this extended fermentation period, the population of beneficial bacteria increases dramatically. According to a 2021 study published in Frontiers in Microbiology, yogurt fermented for 24 hours can contain up to 700% more viable probiotic organisms compared to standard commercial varieties. This substantial increase in probiotic density is particularly important for older adults, as the immune system naturally weakens with age through a process known as immunosenescence. A stronger intake of beneficial bacteria can therefore play a meaningful role in supporting immune balance and digestive health. Homemade 24-hour fermented yogurt is not just a slightly improved version of regular yogurt. It is a fundamentally different food with a much higher concentration of active cultures and potential health benefits. For seniors, this makes it an especially valuable addition to daily nutrition. Ultimately, the information is now in your hands. Every single morning presents a simple but powerful decision. What you choose to put into your bowl can either provide basic nourishment or deliver a concentrated blend of nutrients and probiotics that actively support long-term health, strength, and mental clarity. Make it count. If this video helped you, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video that could change your health for the better. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.